Welcome, everyone, to the Directed IRA podcast with Mark Kohler and Matt Sorensen. Today is a special episode where we're going to focus on a common question we've been getting for those of you that own crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever crypto you're owning, and you want to get it into a Roth IRA for that tax-free growth.
Yep, you don't want to pay taxes. And I know, because if you take your cryptocurrency.
Yes, I do. I want to.
You do? You're crazy. No. You're crazy. Okay, because some of you want to trade your crypto for one of these.
Oh.
Ooh, the Tesla
on the video
truck.
There. What is that? Oh, that's the Tesla truck. All right.
What is it? This is the Tesla. This is my truck.
Yeah. Although Elon says they're not taking Bitcoin anymore, for environmental concerns. Tesla's not accepting Bitcoin right now.
When did he say this? Did
like
I
3
miss
weeks
that?
ago.
Gosh,
yeah, you missed that.
I can't keep it. Was it on TMZ? Was it on the news?
It was not. No.
Okay, if it's not on TMZ, I don't know what's happening. So
yeah, it's on. Yeah, okay. The Twitter sphere. Yeah, that's where it was.
Well, everybody, we're glad you're watching here. We have a regular podcast just on self-directed IRA strategies, as well as a sister podcast on your side hustle, your side gig, and helping you make more money and pay the least amount of tax as possible. That was a grammatical screw up, but we keep it real here. We're both just tax lawyers trying to have fun. You'll see that we've got actually millions of downloads and views, and you're like, how come I've never heard of these guys? Well, now you have, and we're glad you're here. We are going to break down this answer of cryptocurrency and an IRA and blow your mind.
Yeah. So let's start with the first thing is, can an IRA, Roth IRA, 401k, can it own crypto? Yes.
Yes, it can.
We've been doing this for a long time. My very first video I shot on this was in 2017. Bitcoin was at $2,500. We were teaching how you can use a Roth IRA in particular. Because remember, Roth IRAs grow and come out.
Hold it. You're going to point number two. Point number one is an IRA.
I want the punchline though. Like that's the good news.
Okay, I'll give you the punchline. Let me set it up for you. Point number one is IRAs can own crypto. Point number two, Matt, which is the best IRA to do this in?
Well, let me go back to point number one now, actually, because I had another thing I wanted to say on that.
I'm trying to help you make this smooth, but go ahead.
I keep screwing it up. Because it's important.
Okay,
right?
Go ahead.
Okay, you can do it in an IRA. We've simplified it at Directed IRA, where we link a Gemini trading account. Your IRA owns it. We put the money into that Gemini trading account. You can trade it 24/7, 365 a year. You do it all you want, okay? And all the crypto today on Gemini, you can trade. So the reality is there. You can do it. That's what I just want to say. A lot of people have tried to figure it out, and it's complicated. We've simplified it. Just go to our site. We've got the details on how to do it.
Okay. Now, before we get to the best type of IRA, which is point number two, may I add to your point number one, sir, from the state of Arizona, Senator?
Yes.
Okay.
I will yield.
Thank you. Okay. Here's another interesting point for those out there that are cryptoologists. We ought to have a word for that. Crypto maniacs, crypto smart people, whatever. Robinhood is probably the largest platform people have found to trade crypto. But the problem is, on Robinhood, you cannot have a Roth IRA. So you're making a lot of money buying and selling that crypto, maybe a little GameStop, a little AMC, having a great old time. But the Pied Piper's going to come through your town next year in April and want some taxes. And it's going to blow you away. And you're going to go, well, I did it offshore, or I bounced it off this URL or this server or blah, 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 or I did it in Nevada. I don't owe. Nope. Trust me. We are tax lawyers that have fought with the IRS in tax court, helping clients for the last 20 years. This isn't our first rodeo, people. Crypto is just like any other freaking asset, and if you're making money, the IRS is going to tax it. And Matt, tell us, IRS tax form, 2020, 1040.
Yeah, look at page 1 on the 1040 now. Before you even put what your W-2 is, the IRS asks, did you buy, own, sell, receive virtual currency, where they're talking about crypto, in the year 2020? They want to know this. We've all heard the news. The IRS is beefing up enforcement. They think there's a lot of underreporting and taxes on crypto.
Yep.
Want to know the best way?
Yes.
To not even have to check the box and say yes?
Yes, I do. Matt Sorensen, pray tell.
Own it. own it in your IRA. Then you check no, because your IRA owns the crypto. You don't.
Now, we made the title of this show, Can You Move Crypto into Your Roth IRA? So we want to get to the point. But point number 1 is you can do it. Point number 2, Matt, I'll let you steal the thunder quickly. What is the best IRA to do crypto trading in?
Well, the Roth IRA, because the beauty of the Roth IRA is when the money comes out later at retirement, when you hit 59 and a half, it comes out all tax-free.
Okay, there you go. Now, some of you young people, you think that's a bad deal. You think, I'm 20-something, I'm 30-something, I don't want to wait till I'm 59 and a half. I get that, but give me 2 seconds before you switch off this video or turn off your podcast. Number 1, you can always access it if you have to. You'd pay some taxes. There would be a 10% penalty, but it's not the end of the world. If you need to get at it before you're 59 and a half, you can. Number 2, just do it at both. Do some crypto in your Robinhood account and do some crypto in your directed IRA account. Do both. And number 3, you would be shocked how many people Matt and I and our team of lawyers and accountants meet with people every freaking week that are in their 40s and 50s, scared to death with no retirement. People, it'll come faster than you realize. So build that account simultaneously with your Robinhood account. You can do both.
Yeah. Or your Coinbase or Kraken or all these other, finance places where people are really buying a lot of crypto. But okay. So
now, the golden question, can I do it?
Okay. Now, there's bad news and good news.
Okay, you give the bad news, I'll give the good news.
Okay. Now, when Mark and I have to go discipline an employee or something, we always do the good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
I'm bad cop.
Yeah. I get to hire all the people. Matt gets to fire all the people. So it works for me.
All right. Here's the bad news.
Okay.
The crypto you already have, if you've already got crypto, that is stuck in your personal name. That exact crypto with that basis and what you bought it at, maybe you bought it at a really low price and it's appreciated highly. I don't care what it is. You could have Doge, Bitcoin, whatever it is. That's stuck. You're not going to be able to move that.
Let me say it a different way.
You get the good news on it.
See, my art is, I'm going to be honest, my talent is sometimes making bad news not sound as bad as it really is. Okay, so let me say this. Matt said, let me change the words, can you wholesale all of your crypto and move it into a Roth IRA? No, but right now, this week we're recording, crypto's down this last 2 weeks, okay? This could be a good time to sell off some of it up to the amount you could contribute to a Roth right now. So you could sell some of the crypto, pay some tax on that portion that you sell, but don't sell the whole thing, but start harvesting some of those profits. Start taking $6,000, and Matt will give you some numbers here on what you could do, but start harvesting. We call it chunking. So let's start chunking at that personal account and moving it to a Roth IRA or a Roth 401k. We got all sorts of ideas, folks. But this is step 1. Is that okay? Didn't that sound a little better?
That did sound better. See, that was the good news part. So I was,
No. There's still better news.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm down. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you can't move it all, but you can move parts of it and start now.
Okay.
How would you do that, Matt? What take us through the steps? How would you do it?
Okay, so you can put $6,000 into a Roth IRA per year. All right. Now, if you have a spouse, your spouse can also throw $6,000 in. Now, some may find if they're like, but wait, Matt, I'm high income. I make too much money. I've been told I can't do a Roth IRA.
Wrong.
You can do what's called a backdoor Roth IRA. You don't get to go in the front door and put in your like everybody else regularly, but you can do what's called a backdoor Roth IRA, where you make a non-deductible contribution and convert it to Roth. It's just a 2-step process. Yeah. We have a whole podcast episode on that. There's a lot of content out there about backdoor Roth IRA. And make sure if you're searching around YouTube, you say backdoor Roth IRA to get to the right
We don't want to be liable for what else you might see. You're going in the back door to the Roth IRA. Make sure
you're on your own there. Just make sure you got Roth IRA.
Now, okay. Now, one of the steps here, if I may add, is open your Roth IRA account first and get your wallet set up. Now, we have two ways you can do it at Directed IRA. The first, fast and easy, expedited, slam bam, thank you ma'am, is the crypto IRA. We'll have a link down in the show. Corey, can you put it in the show notes? Directed IRA / cryptocurrency, whatever the link is. You go straight to that cryptocurrency page, open up a Roth crypto account. You will get a Gemini wallet within 24 to 48 hours. It's just about moving money at this point. The faster you help in the process, the better. And then you can harvest some of the profits in, let's say, your Robinhood account and move it to your Roth account, which is tied to a Gemini wallet. That's the fastest, easiest. Now,
now when Mark says harvest, what he's saying is you're sending cash. So you've sold some of your crypto, or you use some of your other cash you might otherwise just have, rather than buying more crypto with your fiat currency. You're saying, I'm going to throw $6,000 into my Roth IRA, at Directed IRA. They're going to then put it into my Gemini wallet, and which will be linked to a trading account on Gemini's exchange. Now you can just exchange right there. It's fast, it's quick. Your Roth IRA owns that. It's not on your taxes or anything. It's under your IRA with us. We have a strategic relationship with Gemini for those accounts.
Okay. Now, I was impressed Matt used the word fiat currency, kind of showing off. I didn't, showing off. Matt Sorensen. Okay. Knows what he's doing.
Remember the fiat cars?
Yes.
Remember those?
Those are cool.
The fiat. Do they make those anymore?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't want to
It's gonna
offend
be like
some fiat
currency.
owner.
They're going to be like, fiat currency. Do they have that anymore?
Now, for some of you, you're crypto aficionados, is that the word? Crypto aficionados. Yeah. They say, I don't like the Gemini wallet. I don't like the coins Gemini gives me to choose from. I want more variety. I want to do cold storage. Huh? See, I can throw down. So so you may want some more unique trading benefits. So option 2 is you would open a regular Roth at Directed IRA. Then you get a consult with one of the lawyers in our sister firm, KKOS Lawyers, who sets up a single member LLC owned by your Roth. Now you have an LLC bank account which you're the manager of. Then you would open up your Coinbase account, your BlockFi account, or did I say that right? BlockFi, or is it BlockFi?
BlockFi, yeah.
BlockFi. I always screw that one up. There's so many different things going on in my head. That inside voice. But you want to make sure that you set up.
Let's keep some of that to yourself.
Yeah. No disclosure. TMI. Okay. So
let the tax and IRA stuff coming out, but hold everything else back.
Yeah, hold everything. It's like it's a floodgate, Matt. It's a floodgate. I mean, I don't want the dam breaking open. Okay. So, but you can have an LLC bank account funded through your Roth, where you could open up a wallet and do cold storage and things wherever you want. Takes longer, and all of the exchanges are catering to the big hedge funds with $1 billion. They may not care about you for a while, but I tell clients, get the Gemini account going just so you can get some currency trades. Then at the same time, you could be working on this alternative path. You're going to spend an extra $1,000 getting the LLC set up and meeting with a lawyer, but they'll tell you the rules and the pros and cons. And the nice thing is about that LLC, you could take your profits and buy real estate. You could buy other things with that LLC, just not even crypto. So it's really a gateway drug to some extra investing. So
yeah. Okay. So and the LLC is a great strategy. That's the thing. We have the relationship with them, and I do it throughout your IRA account. And the biggest hang up, like Mark said, is for particularly people new to crypto, getting a wallet set up to an LLC bank account and getting on particularly the major exchanges like Coinbase or Kraken or even Gemini with an LLC, very complicated, going to take you a long time. All right. There's others we've seen clients go faster with, like Bittrex and such, that are more like a week turnaround time, but still it's going to take some work for particularly people new to crypto to get those wallets set up to where they can get to and start buying. But if you want the fast and easy, and let's say you're only doing $6,000 or something, you're not doing a large amount in particular, I just do the Gemini crypto IRA that we have. It's so much faster and easier to get done. And we handle it for you. You could be trading within a week by the time you get your money over here.
Yep. Okay. Now, I want to give you the best strategy. Okay.
Okay.
So number one, you can do it. Number two, the Roth is the best. Number three, you can bring over crypto you already have by selling off chunks of it in the dollar amount to rebuy. And when crypto's down, it's a good time to do that. Pay some of the taxes and be done with it. And I want to give you a tip on taxes too. Number four is start fresh. Just don't even leave that personal account alone. Let it keep flying high, doing whatever it's doing, good or bad, whatever the case may be. Don't touch it. Maybe some of you are like, I don't want to pay taxes on that. Fine, leave it alone. Open a new Roth IRA or a Roth solo 401k. We've got all sorts of strategies. Hopefully you're feeling like we are forward-thinking, creative guys. We own crypto ourselves. We're trying to help clients do this every day. Look at some of our other videos on the solo 401k, having a backdoor 401k with your side hustle, using rental property in conjunction with coin trading. I mean, there's so many little strategies we talk about every week. Please get that process going of education on this topic. We won't let you down, I promise. So just open a Roth IRA. We even just shot a video on how to open Roth IRAs for your kids. I want to open a Roth IRA for my mom, make me the beneficiary, and trade crypto in my mom's Roth. Boom! Mm-hmm. You can do that.
Yeah. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Ooh, that's a technical term. Absolutely.
Yes. That means yes, you can.
You know what? I've got a new term for what you're doing. You're the bad guy stuntman.
The bad guy stuntman?
Yeah, like when there's a really crazy, bad stunt where I could get hurt.
Like someone's going to die.
Yeah. I bring
the bad guy always dies, right? And the stuntman has to be the guy
I just mean you're the bad news stuntman. The bad news stuntman. You come in, take it for the team, and then go lick your wounds. I'm kind of the
hero comes in.
Yeah, I'm the lover stuntman.
Oh.
Yeah, because we got a love scene. We need someone with a good bod. Let's bring him in. And I come in and I'm the lover stuntman. Whenever there's good news.
I think
I called it.
Sounds accurate. Yeah.
That's kind of like calling the front seat in the car. Shotgun. I already called it.
I call love scene stuntman. Oh, man, I gotta sit on the hump in the back. Oh man.
There you go. All right. Well, Matt, any final tips on Roth investment? We have so many videos and podcasts and a book. Where's Matt Sorensen's book? There it is. So I'm gonna go grab it.
Yeah, the Self-Directed IRA Handbook, currently in its second edition, has a chapter on cryptocurrency. And it's $20 on Amazon or our site, sdirahandbook.com.
Okay.
All right, I just give the plug there.
Oh, yeah. Here's Matt's book, the Self-Directed IRA Handbook, second edition. Go get it today. Now, if you really want to save money and make more money, go get the Tax and Legal Playbook by Mark Kohler. We got Mark.
That's Kohler. A good book.
Yeah,
it's a good book.
This is good. I'm gonna do that right there. Okay, it's like doing it in a mirror. It's a little backwards. Okay, Tax and Legal Playbook, Self-Directed IRA Handbook. These people, the playbook and the handbook, you've got to have these in your library to build wealth. I know there's a lot of great podcasts and videos out there by Grant Cardone and others making tons of money and helping you make money. That's cool. We're there to save you money. We want you to pay less in taxes, and if you get in a lawsuit, no one can touch it. That's what we do. Yin and yang. You got to do both. You can't just watch the sexy videos and the sexy podcasts and go, oh, I'll figure out my taxes later. Which brings me to my tax tip. If you harvest any cryptocurrency profits, I'm going to tell you take 25% right off the top and put it in a tax account to pay taxes. Once you get through capital gains, even short-term capital gains, and your standard deduction, yada, yada, yada. I have other videos. Matt and I have shot some videos on capital gain and tax strategies for crypto. I'm just going to say it boils down to an effective tax rate of between 20 to 25%. Now, that'll get you through the federal. If you're in a state where there's state tax, you're going to pay it. Nevada's not going to help you. I hate to tell you. So I'd set aside 25 to 30% and be done with it. There's your tax. So
yeah, there you go. And then slowly transition, like we said, over to the tax-free vehicle of the Roth IRA. And I like what Mark said too. do both. It's not like we're saying do all your crypto in a Roth IRA. We're just saying if you really believe in it and that it's going to go to the moon, why not have your retirement account invested in it, particularly a Roth where it can come out tax free. Have the other piece of what you're wanting to invest personally that maybe that you're owning personally, and you'll have more access to that and greater access to it. But you pay the toll of taxes to the IRS. Congratulations, you live in America. That's just the American way. I mean, we can't help you there.
Yeah. Now, if I was running SpaceX, I'd have 2 ships to the moon. Why not? Diversify. I'm going to set up 2 space shuttles. I believe crypto's going to the moon. I'm going to load up 2 space shuttles. One's tax-free, one I pay tax, and that's okay. I'm hedging. I'm hedging against risk that way.
Okay.
Did you like that analogy? Right. That was new.
I think so. I was starting to think about the Jetsons, and I was going to make a joke about nothing came to mind. I got nothing.
That's all right. Okay. Well, Matt, take us out. Give everybody a word of wisdom and tell them thank you.
Well, I just want to say there's so much you can do with a self-directed IRA. Crypto has been the hot topic. You've been able to do real estate, invest in private companies, startups. All these things are the strategies we've been teaching on the Directed IRA podcast. So if you want to learn more about that, you can go back to episode 1 where we start with the basics and build on the topics. Check it out at directedira.com/podcast. And thanks so much, of course, for listening. We'll be back next week with another amazing episode about how to take control of your retirement using a self-directed IRA or 401k.